Zugehung mas fost क्या government चिकमन government टुक पोस्ट क्या
बांग्लादेशी बोलने में क्या गुनाह है? अरे भाई बांग्लादेशी भी तो इंसान है। अरे दुनिया इतनी बड़ी है, बांग्लादेशी भी यहाँ हो सकते हैं।
If we don't stand up and say no human is illegal on this earth, a human being will move. This world belongs to all.
Viewers, there is a meticulously orchestrated assault on the soul of our nation. Leh in Ladakh now bears the scars of violence with 4 lives lost and more than 80 people injured. And this is no spontaneous outburst of frustration as some people are calling it or would have you believe. This, viewers, is the blueprint of anarchy. There is no other way of describing this. A deliberate provocation designed to ignite the tinderbox of our democracy and watch it burn. That is what is happening. If you think of the sinister pattern, viewers, you will notice that it reeks of calculation, nor coincidence. It begins with whispers from the shadows, like I say always, the so-called ecosystem of dissent, that cabal that feasts on chaos while the nation starves for stability. Remember the Delhi riots, viewers, the farmers' blockades that choked our capital, the CAA agitation that painted patriotism as some prejudice. Each time the script was the same. Amplify grievances, inject fear, and then fan the flames until blood stains the streets. That's what is playing out. Remember Sonam Wangchuk and his warning of Arab Spring-like situation? Arab Spring, viewers, those blood-soaked uprisings that toppled regimes. He talks of Nepal's street revolts, Bangladesh's fury, Sri Lanka's implosion. The Home Ministry has called out his provocative statements that incited the mob, turning a peaceful vigil into a rampage. Sonam Wangchuk broke his fast and fled in an ambulance as the fire raged. Maybe his mission was accomplished, and in the latest, the FCRA license of his firm has been cancelled by the centre. Viewers, there are high-profile enablers who amplify this anarchy toolkit. Rahul Gandhi, who calls himself democracy's savior, but does the exact opposite. After calling for a fight against Indian state, he launched a campaign against alleged vote chori, that baseless bogey of election theft. The Congress calls it the second freedom struggle. This kind of rhetoric, viewers, is like fire for dry grass. It's a recipe for disaster. Fearmongering that has written, mutiny all over it. Then you have people like Prakash Raj, who advocate for open borders. He advocates a free-for-all, a red carpet for infiltrators. This is an endorsement of lawlessness that dovetails perfectly with Sonam Wangchuk's Arab Spring rant and Rahul Gandhi's state bashing. Arab Spring, free run for infiltrators, a fight against the Indian state. Is this not a recipe for an uprising? I am asking you. Is this not a premeditated plot to set our country on fire? This is. Sample the reactions, then we open this up.
मणिपुर 2 साल से चल रहा है। पश्चिम के अंत में लद्दाख में जो कुछ हुआ है हमारी चिंता का विषय है।
धर्म में अच्छे लोग भी खराब लोग भी हैं। अगर कोई लड़के खराब है तो उन पे केस फाइल कीजिए ना, लेकिन मुसलमान को टारगेट क्यों कर रहे हैं? ईद आएगी, बकरीद आएगी, जो करना हो करो, तबाह कर दो मुसलमानों को। यही है, अगर तुम्हारी सरकार ये करना चाहे तो करो।
दुर्भाग्य के साथ कहना पड़ रहा है कि प्रजातांत्रिक व्यवस्था की चुनी हुई भाजपा की सरकार संविधान से हट करके पता नहीं वो अपने व्यक्तिगत दृष्टिकोण से कोई भी इशू हो तो उस इशू को मेरिट डिमेरिट के आधार पर विचार नहीं करते, बल्कि मजहब के आधार पर उसकी चर्चा करती है, मजहब के आधार पर मन बनाती है, जो निश्चित रूप से दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है।
You are talking about illegal, and what does this mean? Tomorrow then you will consider terrorists as tourists. They can come in. There are no human being is illegal.
कुछ लोग यहाँ की शांति व्यवस्था को नहीं चाहते हैं, यहाँ के बढ़ते हुए विकास को नहीं चाहते हैं। वो चाहते हैं कि यहाँ का माहौल खराब हो। पिछले दिनों जो बांग्लादेश को लेकर के, श्रीलंका को लेकर के और नेपाल को लेकर के घटनाक्रम जो हुए थे, उसका रेफरेंस दे करके नौजवानों को भड़काया जाना, वो हम समझते हैं कि उसको बर्दाश्त नहीं किया जाना चाहिए।
Let's open this up. Ratan Sharda, Sushil Pandit, Harshvardhan Tripathi ji, Ashwini Kumar Mishra, leader of the Congress Party, Sajjad Kargili, member of the Kargil Democratic Alliance, Dr. Pulla Rao, Mr. S. Balan. Dr. Pulla Rao, what do you think is happening here?
I think you must give me 2 minutes. 1847, Ladakh was brought by the Dogras into Kashmir. What was the cause of removing it and making it a separate territory in 2019? What was the great geopolitical basis for this? Who was the wise man who did it? A 3 lakh population, you create a separate state for that? When they were in J&K, they were very happy. They knew their place. Who did it? What is the big strategic gain for this? I'll ask my friends. It's a big blunder. It's a mistake.
Dr. Pulla Rao, 1 minute. I can't promise you 2 minutes, sir. You know, answer my question. You are talking about 1857, so on and so forth. 1 minute. What was the strategic gain in a special constitution for Jammu and Kashmir? Till Article 370 was removed. You tell me. Tell me one strategic advantage.
You removed Article 370.
You tell me one advantage. Dr. Pulla Rao, tell me one advantage.
No, you have created a danger spot. I'd like my friends to understand.
Dr. Pulla Rao, things are a little bit like this. It's okay to come here on national television and say what you want. But you are only exposing yourself. And people can see through this design. You have, you know, not spoken one word to condemn the violence, the call for violence. This Arab Spring-like warning. What has Arab Spring got to do with a peaceful protest in a democratic country like ours?
Who is the wise guy who did it? This is endless trouble now. It's an endless trouble spot. Why did you remove it from Kashmir?
Mr. Kargili, it is beyond you, Mr. Pulla Rao. What will you even say? Mr. Kargili, when people like Sonam Wangchuk talk of Arab Spring, what are they trying to say?
Mr. Roy, you are good to become a BJP spokesperson rather than a journalist. The intro
Thank you, sir.
You have tried to introduce Ladakh. You totally misled the people. The video you have shown in Ladakhi language, where Sonam Wangchuk has said that we want to go to create Arab Spring-like situation in Ladakh. How you can say that he has said this in this video? You are just showing a video.
Sir, I spoke to the man. He has admitted it. I spoke to Sonam Wangchuk. There are enough fact checkers who will come after me. If I err, 1 minute. Even if I err slightly, there are enough people in this country who call themselves fact checkers who will come after me. So don't tell me what my job is. You answer the question. When someone talks of an Arab Spring, what is the insinuation?
Movement is Gen Z movement. This struggle is not about the age group. It is a collective fight for all Ladakhis across generations, across region and communities. You must remember that the apex body and KDA are engaging with the Ministry of Home Affairs for last 4 years.
Is this how you engage, Mr. Kargili? Setting the BJP office on fire, vandalizing public property, clashing with the police. 4 people have died. Will you take onus?
Who killed them? Who killed them?
Sonam Wangchuk and people like you. You have blood on your hands.
You don't try to become BJP spokesperson.
You can call me what you want, Mr. Kargili. You have blood on your hands. You have blood on your hands. Who will answer the family members of these 4 people?
The BJP and the ruling party.
The BJP was talking about Arab Spring. Was the BJP talking about Arab Spring? Do you know what happened in Arab Spring?
Nobody
Mr. Balan
has said anything about Arab Spring.
Mr. Balan, you have people like, Arundhati Roy, who say anything that, comes to her mind. Then you have the likes of Prakash Raj. He wants open borders. He says, roll out a red carpet. There is, nothing as infiltrators or illegals. Anybody who can come is welcome.
May I See, what I see there in Ladakh, I am doubtful whether Nagpur is in the helm of affair or Delhi is in helm of affair. The grievance and demands of people of Ladakh is fair, constitutional. They wanted statehood, nothing wrong in that, and out of total population in Ladakh, 97% are tribal population. They have every right to demand statehood invoking 6th schedule of the Constitution of India. The whole issue is created by BJP RSS. This BJP RSS feels India means Hindu, Hindi and Hindustan. And people are as a whole, India is for people as a whole. And the whole issue what is going on there.
Mr. Balan, if your speech is over, can you answer my question? When Rahul Gandhi says, let's fight the Indian state, what does he mean? When Sonam Wangchuk talks about the Arab Spring, what is he saying?
You are reading in between the line. Rahul Gandhi is more sensitive, more scholarly. All his languages are perfect. With his parliamentary, he is the greatest leader in this country today to fight fascism and people who suppress the voice of dissent. And Rahul Gandhi is such a scholarly and stately.
Between Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi, 1 minute. Between Mr. Balan, between Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi, who is more great? Or is one greater than the other?
See, Rahul Gandhi, Sonia Gandhi, they are fighting for the nation, they are for the good cause.
Are they fighting for the nation or they are fighting the nation?
And blame Rahul Gandhi, Sonia Gandhi for every other issue.
Right.
You address the issue of the people.
Mishra ji, you have some serious competition on the panel. उन्होंने बोल दिया राहुल गांधी इज द ग्रेटेस्ट पॉलिटिशियन अलाइव. अब आपको इससे ऊपर जाना पड़ेगा. अब आप क्या बोलेंगे?
आपको बुरा लगा? Did you not like it?
नहीं, मैं तो और सुनना चाहता हूं सर. आप बोलिए.
Leader of the nation, today's time.
बोलिए, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है.
Let me start by one Kabir Das Doha. नंदक नेरे राखिए आंगन कुटी छवाए बिन पानी साबुन बना निर्मल करे सुभाए. The idea of democracy is that the media, which is the fourth pillar of democracy, should be criticizing the every wrong movement of government to ensure government is perfected over the period. They always have a scope to improvement. But what BJP government has done right now is that they got this Nindak so close to them, now they are one of them. And that's the reason we don't have a BJP spokesperson on this panel. And we are still debating why Congress said X, why Congress said Y, why Congress said Z. That is the irony, Pranesh. Now coming back to the protest. When 72 people died in Gurjar Andolan in Rajasthan in 2008 during BJP government, was it Congress who were responsible for it? Did Congress ignite it?
Did anyone say?
Multiple people around.
Did anyone blame the Congress then? I am asking you about what Rahul Gandhi has said. The man says, let's fight the Indian state. Can you please tell me for the 100th time, what does he mean when he says, fight the Indian state? आप बता दीजिए ना. End the debate. Settle कर दीजिए आज इसको.
बिल्कुल. So, ideally, the state should be the one who works for the democracy. All the autonomous bodies which are supposed to be the watchdogs and which are supposed to be the protector of democracy becomes pawn in the hands of government.
Right.
Then people actually have to fight the state.
Right.
To get their
this is some second independence movement. This is what the Congress thinks it is. Now, if you are so disconnected from reality that even a Nindak can't help you, sir. And there was a, minister in Karnataka. He tried to be a Nindak. Uska kya kiya aapko pata hai? He was not even, asked to explain, not even show caused. He was expelled summarily from the cabinet. Hata diya unko. I forget his name. Mr. Rajanna, I think. हटा दिया, निंदक बने थे वो, उनका क्या कर दिया आपने? और भी निंदक है, G23 एक निंदक कैंपेन चला था कांग्रेस में। तो कहां आप कबीर दास के दोहा यहां सुना रहे हैं सर? थोड़ा इनवर्ड्स भी देख लीजिए प्लीज। आई थिंक यू गॉट कैरिड अवे बाय व्हाट मिस्टर बालन सेड. It can happen, but sir, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's bring in Sushil Pandit first. Mr. Pandit, what do you make of this pattern? People endorsing anarchy and then the ecosystem is celebrating it.
Thank you, Pranesh, for having me on this show, and good evening to all my fellow panelists and your viewers. I start with what Dr. Pularao said in all his innocence. What was the big geopolitical wisdom in separating Ladakh from Jammu and Kashmir as a separate union territory? For everybody's reminder and for his kind information, Ladakh is the only piece of Indian territory where both our enemies, China and Pakistan, converge. It is such a sensitive piece of geography. And this place has seen wars right from independence, from both the ends. And it was held as hostage to Jammu and Kashmir's dominant political formations, like one led by Mr. Abdullah, who chuckled and chortled when Chinese aggressed in eastern Ladakh, saying, now we will get 370 restored from the Chinese. That was the level of vulnerability Ladakh was suffering under the dominant political formations of Jammu and Kashmir. It had to be separated. It had to be sanitized. It had to have a direct control of center. And today, more than ever before, it needs to be secured and managed directly by the center as a very sensitive union territory. That's number one. Number two, Ladakh, the population has always been very patriotic. If you had even a slightest of doubt, check out Kargil. They are the ones who sacrificed lives, offered assistance, logistics to Indian Army to repel that aggression. Ladakh has always been at the forefront of defending India. So it is here that enemies of India are targeting India's integrity today. It is here that they are, in the name of democracy and dissent, fanning all kinds of grievances, grievance mongering. I must share this with you, that the job creation in Ladakh is best ever since independence. The budget allocation in Ladakh is the highest ever since independence. The development works, the securing of rights, the reservation, everything has surpassed all previous limits. Where we went wrong probably was communicating properly with the population of Ladakh.
Right.
Had there been decent, ongoing, empathetic communication, these anarchists wouldn't have found an opportunity to fan trouble. And therefore, somewhere we need to look at how, in the name of democracy, in the name of free speech, in the name of protest, we have lowered our guard and let these tendencies to come to roost. It is extremely critical today that law and order and peace is restored. No politics, please. No Arab Spring. No Gen Z kind of salivating for power without elections.
हर्षवर्धन जी, ये जब आप इस तरह का नैरेटिव सुनते हैं, अरब स्प्रिंग, फिर बोल रहे हैं नेपाल जैसा यहां रेवोल्यूशन आ जाएगा और जनता उखाड़ फेंकेगी, उसके बाद एक प्रकाश राज हैं, वो कहते हैं कि कोई भी अंदर आ सकता है, कुछ इलीगल है ही नहीं, ये क्यों बोल रहे हैं लोग? इसका क्या मतलब निकाला जाए?
नहीं, देखिए प्रणेश, भारत का लोकतंत्र बहुत खूबसूरत है और लद्दाख के लोग भी बड़े खूबसूरत हैं। लेह लद्दाख का जम्मू कश्मीर में कोई स्थान नहीं था और ये लेह लद्दाख के लोग जानते थे। पता नहीं अभी सज्जाद कारगिली जी बैठे हैं, वो सच बताएंगे या नहीं बताएंगे। लेह लद्दाख के लोगों को बर्दाश्त नहीं होता था जम्मू कश्मीर के साथ अपना नाम जोड़ना, किसको समझिए आप। और वहां की सबसे बड़ी डिमांड क्या थी सबसे बड़ी डिमांड थी कि हमें अलग बना दीजिए, एक यूटी बना दीजिए, आप केंद्र शासित प्रदेश बना दीजिए। आपको 2019 के पहले की कोई ऐसी सीरियस डिमांड नहीं दिखेगी जहां अलग से फुल स्टेटहुड की बात लद्दाख के लोगों ने की हो। अगर ऐसी कोई की हो तो मुझे बताएं। 2019 में जब 370 हटा, मोदी सरकार ने हटाया, तो पत्थर तो कश्मीर में चल रहे थे ना। कश्मीर के लोगों का भला हुआ कि उनके बच्चे अब पत्थर मारते नहीं, पत्थर खाते नहीं, पैलेट गन चलती नहीं, चेहरे पे दाग आते नहीं, शांति हो गई। लेकिन लद्दाख के लोगों के लिए था कि यहां टूरिज्म बढ़े, लद्दाख के लोगों के लिए था वहां डेवलपमेंट अच्छा हो, लद्दाख के लोगों के लिए था कि वहां थोड़े उनको और ज्यादा राइट्स मिले, रेवेन्यू मिले। वो सब कुछ ऑटोनोमस काउंसिल के जरिए मिलता रहा। जो अभी सुशील पंडित जी बता रहे हैं, मैक्सिमम एम्प्लॉयमेंट लद्दाख में है। और खतरा क्या था कि लद्दाख छोटा हो गया, छोटी सी पॉपुलेशन है। बार बार ये कहा जाता रहा कि जहां छोटी पॉपुलेशन है वहां ये टारगेट करेंगे। अब कौन टारगेट कर रहा है, जरा सोचने वाली बात है। वो सोनम वांगचुक जिन्होंने 2019 में बड़ी तारीफ की थी प्रधानमंत्री मोदी की, 2018 में उनको जो जमीन मिली थी उस जमीन पर कुछ काम कर नहीं पाए। हिमालयन इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ ऑल्टरनेट लर्निंग, वो दुनिया भर के दूसरे देशों को वो एडवाइज कर रहे थे, अलग अलग देशों को वो आर्टिफिशियल ग्लेशियर बना रहे थे। कमाल की बात यह है कि इस सब के बीच में भाजपा का या सीईसी का ऑफिस फूंकने की बात कहां से आ गई। लद्दाख के लोग तो ये नहीं कर सकते। इसका मतलब कि उसमें बाहरी लोग इन्वॉल्व है, नंबर 1। नंबर 2 ये, जब 6 अक्टूबर को मीटिंग थी और 26 सितंबर की मीटिंग फिक्स हो गई थी, तो फिर ये कौन लोग थे जिन्होंने 24 सितंबर को
मैं आपको थोड़ा सा रोकना चाहता हूं। देखिए, आप कह रहे हैं कि बाहरी लोग थे, लेकिन ये तो बाहरी किसी को मान ही नहीं रहे। वो बोल रहे प्रकाश राज कोई बाहर का है ही नहीं, जो आ रहा है सब यहीं का है, कोई कहीं भी जा सकता है, कुछ भी कर सकता है।
प्रकाश राज और सैयदा हमीद देश नहीं है। इन लोगों की मूर्खता चरम पर है। सैयदा हमीद ने असम में जाकर ऐसी बात की और कांग्रेस प्रवक्ता यहां दांत चियार रहे हैं। यानी बाहर से कोई आए घुसपैठिया, जिसको इंदिरा गांधी ने 70 के दशक में कहा था कि यह घुसपैठिए भारत के लिए समस्या है, इंदिरा गांधी ने कहा था। और आज कांग्रेस, राहुल कांग्रेस यहां पहुंच गई कि उस पर दांत चियार रहे हैं, हंस रहे हैं कि कोई
क्या
भी
करेंगे।
अच्छा
ये इनको इंदिरा गांधी के स्पीचेस पढ़ने चाहिए, ये कबीर के दोहों से निकल नहीं पा रहे हैं।
देखते हैं
क्या बोलेंगे अश्विनी जी, किस बात की हंसी आ रही है आपको। वो प्रकाश राज बोल रहे हैं रेड कारपेट बिछा दीजिए इलीगल्स के लिए।
आप लोग ऐसे डिफेंड करते हो बिना फैक्ट्स के साथ भारतीय जनता पार्टी की इनकॉम्पिटेंसी को। भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने, आपको पता है, मथुरा का जो लड़की को जलाया गया दलित को था, उसके लिए भी बोला था इसमें बाहरी ताकतों का हाथ है। तो ये जो बाहरी ताकतों का हाथ बार बार बोल करके अपनी इनकॉम्पिटेंसी को छुपाना बंद करो।
अच्छा सुनिए,
अगर देश में घुसपैठिए हैं तो
इसके लिए अश्विनी जी इनकॉम्पिटेंस की बात करते हैं। सुन लीजिए, अभी आप बोल रहे हैं ये कि इसमें बाहरी ताकतों का कोई हाथ नहीं है। राहुल गांधी बाहर जाके बोलते हैं कि डेमोक्रेसी यहां खतरे में है, किसी को यहां पे जस्टिस नहीं मिल रहा है। ये कौन सा टूलकिट है, किसको जस्टिस नहीं मिल रहा है। हम हफ्ते में 4 दिन एक ही डिबेट करते हैं, आप लोग फिर भी उसको डिफेंड करते हैं। फिर आप यहां एंकर को कुछ बोल दीजिए, गोदी मीडिया बोल दीजिए, किसी और को भाजपा का प्रवक्ता बता दीजिए, उससे मुझे कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है सर। आप मुझे जो बोलना है आप बोलिए, मैं आपको अश्विनी जी बोलूंगा, लेकिन मैं आपसे सवाल पूछूंगा। रतन शारदा, व्हाट इज दिस टूल किट ऑफ एनार्की?
Pranesh, right, Shini said, we don't need outsiders. We have got insiders to do the job. For example, in Ladakh, as per BJP press conference, the people who actually lit the fire, who lit the spark, see, Rahul Gandhi always says, kerosene सारे देश पे छिड़का जा चुका है, केवल चिंगारी की जरूरत है। लद्दाख में चिंगारी किसने छोड़ी? कांग्रेस के लोगों ने, क्योंकि सोनम वांगचुक की तो इसकी तैयारी इतनी ताकत थी नहीं। ऐसे जो नेता होते हैं ना, भीड़ों के नेता, उनका अपना कोई केडर नहीं होता। So definitely there is something from the Congress side which has been shown by the BJP. They have yet to produce the proof that it is not correct. Secondly, same Rahul Gandhi on which is smirking said that SC/ST की महिला डॉक्टर नहीं बन सकती भारत के अंदर. What kind of shameful statement? What kind of hate mongering statement? What kind of false statement? So these people enjoy any misinformation which can lead to disturbance. Now let me go back a little to Ladakh before you stop me. Ladakh was suffering right from the time of the independence. You had neglect of Ladakh from day one till 2019 when the 370 was nullified. In Ladakh, the 38,000 square kilometers taken away by China, despite Ladakh citizens telling Nehru again and again. What did Nehru say? Not a blade of grass grows on Ladakh. So these smirking people, these Congress loyalist leftists who led the agitation for sovereignty of Kashmir are from the same feather of the cap. Only BJP RSS continuously stood for Ladakh, continuously created seva work there, completely stood for every citizen of Jammu Kashmir, not these people. These people are enjoying five-star luxury under Abdullah family and Congress family. So the base of Ladakh is, their pain is real. I won't go on to say that Wangchuk is anti-national, etc. He has done some wonderful work. He has done path-breaking work. But what happens sometimes, that ego goes to your head. And you start believing that I can shake the world, I can shake the empires, and I own the world. It's not true. But his commitment to environment should not be questioned. His commitment for Ladakh should not be questioned. He should be questioned to lose an FCRA.
You're right. You're actually right. We should not take away from the good work that he may have done. I am only basing my arguments on things that Mr. Wangchuk has said. In the day I spoke to him, that interview is, available online. People can watch it. He said, I was only referencing Arab Spring. I asked him, what was this reference of Arab Spring? He did not have a cogent answer. Now, let me go to Mr. Balan. Before that, we have some breaking inputs coming in as we speak. An FIR has been filed by the Ladakh police and Sonam Wangchuk has been named in that FIR. The top police official confirms to Times Now. He says we are after him. So Mr. Wangchuk, if you are watching this broadcast or someone who knows Mr. Wangchuk, the police is looking for you. Go present yourself before it's too late. Now Mr. Balan, you said Rahul Gandhi is a gift to mankind. Something to, this effect. Greatest leader. Between Mr. Pinarayi Vijayan and Rahul Gandhi, who is better, sir? Mr. Vijayan, your leader says Congress is not a secular party. This question should be music to your ear. अब आवाज ही नहीं आ रही आपको. Mr. Balan, Dr. Pulla Rao.
See, I am hearing you.
Yes, sir.
See, political difference are there. No, please listen to me. Political difference are there between Pinarayi Vijayan and Rahul Gandhi. But the issue is the genuine democratic demand of people of Ladakh, that they are tribes, they should be
So who's saying that people can't have, 1 minute, Mr. Balan, who on the panel has said, between the 8 of us, who has said that people can't protest? It is no one's argument. I agree with Mr. Kargili that there are genuine demands, concerns, but that does not mean that you endorse anarchy. That's all. That's the limited point. You've not been able to answer my simple question. If Rahul Gandhi is so great, there are people in the Congress who think he is second Ambedkar. Udit Raj said it. He put out a tweet. The Congress believes his campaign against this so-called vote chori bogi is a freedom struggle. Really? Mr. Balan?
Yes, I am hearing, I am not properly audible. See, I understood.
Okay, sir, then you watch the debate after this goes on YouTube.
You should allow me to speak for a while.
Sir, there's a problem in your line. Dr. Pulla Rao is smiling now. Dr. Pulla Rao, what model does Rahul Gandhi endorse?
You see, he is the leader of the opposition. There are people here to defend him. He has every right as leader of the opposition. I am not going to endorse what he does or what he doesn't do, but as leader of the opposition.
No, but you can either endorse or condemn. You don't have to necessarily endorse. If you don't agree with something, then you can condemn.
Can't agree with the whole range of things.
Yeah.
He is leader of the opposition. He represents a different viewpoint. Government should have a nuanced approach to the opposition. Government should not be blanket refusal of everything. Sit down with them, respect them, show them what all other prime ministers did. It will go a long way.
Mr. Pullarao, the leader of opposition deserves respect. Do you know how he's become the leader of opposition? Because of the great democracy that we have. Because of election commission, the elections that happened. He won 2 seats. And Rahul Gandhi says, let's fight against the Indian state. How can this happen? Mr. Pandit, sir, I am unable to convince Mr. Balan, Dr. Pullarao.
Pranesh, I would like to have my 2 bits in here. He says Mr. Rahul Gandhi is the leader of opposition. It is so because he's become so by default, having lost the elections to the power. He becomes leader of opposition. Let me state this clearly, unambiguously. If there were a separate election for leader of opposition, he would lose that also. He doesn't deserve to be leader of opposition also. Let there be a separate election just for leader of opposition. He will not make it. The point here is we are facing an existential crisis in Ladakh in the name of politicking, in the name of freedom to protest and democracy, whereas what has been let loose in Ladakh is sheer anarchy, absolute anarchy.
And I don't see any condemnation from those people who said, let's fight the Indian state. Ashwini ji.
If elections were fair, Rahul Gandhi would have been the Prime Minister of India. I think Mr. Sushil Pandit, the activists should not defend government on vote chori. Let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about the trespassers of the parliament itself. Let's talk about the trespassers. If you believe there are one in the Ladakh, this is a bigger conspiracy by Bharatiya Janata Party to hide the bitter truth. They are hiding.
मुझे अच्छा लगा इस बात का कि मैंने आपको शुरू में बोला था कि मिस्टर बालन ने कुछ बहुत बड़ी बात बोल दी है राहुल गांधी के लिए, तो आपको एक स्टेप आगे जाना पड़ेगा. सेकेंड अटेम्प्ट में अब आपने उनको आउटशाइन कर दिया है, तो अब जो वो रैंकिंग होगी उसमें रेवंत रेड्डी ऊपर रहेंगे, उसके बाद आप रहेंगे, फिर सैम पिट्रोदा है, उसके बाद बालन साहब का नंबर आएगा, क्योंकि बालन साहब ने अपने सेकेंड आंसर में विजयन और राहुल में वो पिक नहीं कर पाए, लेकिन आपने अपने नंबर बना लिए. रतन शारदा.
See, my simple question is that from 1947 to 2019, 72 years of neglect, 72 years of total exploitation of Ladakh, there was no violence, there was no agitation. But after 2019, when their expectations rose and they started demanding more justice, you suddenly find violence flare up. Is there not a conspiracy there? Is it not deliberate? It shows that such a peaceful people have been led astray by the politicians whom we should be blaming. And as far as Pullarao is concerned, he said, Ladakh अच्छा वाला कश्मीर का हिस्सा था. They knew their place. Exactly. Ladakhis are made to look their place कि भाई तुम थर्ड क्लास सिटीजन हो, ना तुमको पैसा मिलेगा, ना डेवलपमेंट मिलेगी, चुपचाप बैठे रहो क्योंकि पीसफुल हो तुम. The day today there is stone pelting, everybody is awake. Everybody starts talking about it. So this sophistication approach to people.
और हर्ष जी, अभी सुशील पंडित जी और हर्ष जी ने 2 बातें बहुत अच्छी कही. आई एम टोटली एग्री विद दोस थिंग्स कि भाई बॉर्डर रहा, लोग देशभक्त हैं, बिल्कुल है, इसमें कोई दो राय नहीं है. और जब भी कभी देश में आफत आई है, लद्दाखीस हमेशा देश के साथ खड़े रहेंगे और आइंदा भी रहेंगे. बट ये अंदर का मामला है, हमारा और गवर्नमेंट का मामला है. वी आर एंगेजिंग विद द मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ होम अफेयर्स. एंड दूसरा चीज जिससे मुझे थोड़ा इन पर एतराज है वो ये है कि पिछले 6 साल में एक भी सिंगल गेजेटेड पोस्ट की जॉब नहीं दे पाई सरकार. एक भी पब्लिक सर्विस कमीशन का रिक्रूटमेंट नहीं हुआ है. 400-500 पोस्ट के लिए 47,000 लोग फॉर्म भर रहे हैं. तो जो अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट है बहुत तेजी से बढ़ रहा है. किसी चीज को कोई विकास
सजाद
नहीं
साहब, मैं आपकी बात समझ रहा हूं. जैसे मैंने कहा कि लेजिटिमेट डिमांड्स हैं. अब आप देखिए, आप कह रहे हैं कि गजेटेड पोस्ट भरे नहीं गए. आपको पता है सर, कश्मीरी हिंदू पंडित्स को जस्टिस कब से नहीं मिला है? अब वो उनको बंदूक उठा लेना चाहिए, पत्थर मारना चाहिए, क्या करना चाहिए उनको बताइए. इवन दे आर फ्रस्ट्रेटेड. एंड बाय दिस टूल किट लॉजिक ऑफ योर 1 मिनट सर, 1 मिनट. बाय दिस टूल किट लॉजिक ऑफ योर्स, तो उनका गुस्सा तो ज्यादा है क्योंकि ओवर डेकेड्स है. आप बोल रहे हैं 5 साल में कुछ नहीं किया गया. But democracies don't work like this. Harshvardhan ji?
आजाद भाई, मेरे दो छोटे छोटे सिर्फ सवाल हैं. आपका सांसद अभी कौन है? सांसद अभी आपका कौन है?
जी.
किस पार्टी का है सांसद? सांसद आपका किस पार्टी? इंडिपेंडेंट है ना?
इंडिपेंडेंट. जी जी जी.
ये ठीक है. दूसरा सवाल, क्या लेह लद्दाख में ये लोग आग लगाकर चले जा रहे हैं, जो इससे लेह लद्दाख का कोई भला होने वाला है? और कौन लोग थे जिन्होंने आग लगाई?
बिल्कुल नहीं होगा. इसीलिए हम लोगों ने आज इस वायलेंस को कंडेम किया है, बट एट द सेम टाइम जो यूज ऑफ फोर्स हुआ है उसका भी कंडेम किया है. और
सज्जाद करगिली साहब, एक मिनट, वायलेंस को कंडेम तो किया है, बट पीपल हु आर कॉलिंग फॉर वायलेंस, हु आर अबेटर्स इन अ सेंस, उनका कॉन्डेमनेशन कहां है? ये अरब स्प्रिंग का क्या मतलब है? Then you have Rahul Gandhi, Prakash Raj, Arundhati Roy, and I'm talking specifically about the 2011 speech where she said, so you this sort of upper caste Hindu state perpetually at war. So this is what she said. We'll have to move on for paucity of time. I thank some of you for joining us on this one.